Hey folks, welcome back to Todd Bosley's world famous YouTube channel. Tonight we're going to be discussing the Mercury dime. I just got a hold of a collection of these. There are about, I'm going to say 16 of these MS66s, NGC graded 1945 MS66. Look at that coin. Now that's a nice looking coin. All right, so here's the point with this. This isn't the most rarest, most spectacular, maybe the most beautiful dime they ever made, though. That could be. Might be the most beautiful, in my opinion. But look at that. And then let's look at the design. Where did it even come from? What were they thinking? I mean, this was, well, it was before World War II, but we're talking about Depression. I mean, who walked around like that with that kind of stuff on their head? Where did that come from? Well, there's a long story behind where it came from, and that may be for another video. But in the meantime, Ohio Trading Coin and Jewelry, we have 16 of these beauties. These are very affordable. These are not something that's out of the average man's price range as of this point. However, that's the point of this video. These are still affordable. Rarely will you find something that's so beautiful that's still so affordable. Now, these were graded, so we know these are MS66s. MS66, that's pretty hard to find. If you look at just an average coin that comes out of a bag, I'm going to say if you can get a 62 out of a bag, you're doing pretty good. Now, some guys will disagree with me. However, on the front of the coin, especially in most of like quarter, 50-cent pieces, and even dimes, it looks like under a microscope, and you can see this is not the case here. It looks like the face has been in a knife fight. And what happens is these coins drop about 9 feet when they're produced, and then they drop into just a big basket. And when they drop down, there's all these other coins just dropping on them. So it just creates a bunch of trouble, a bunch of problems with the face of the coin. Remember that the mint is not making coins to be collectible. They're making coins to be durable. They're made to be spent. They're not trying to produce these. So when you see an MS66, well, that's a special thing if you ask me. 67s get quite expensive. Now remember, the grading only goes to 70. So if you can find a 70, that means it's basically hasn't been breathed on, and we don't even know how it got that way in most cases. So there are very few 70s, but these 66s are just incredible. I'm Todd Bosley. I own Ohio Trading Coin and Jewelry, 330-323-9775. I'm located in Ohio, right next to Canton. And we have 16 of these beauties. We ship all over the USA. I don't quote prices in my video because if you're watching this years later, well, you're going to call me up and say, hey, you said it was this much. These things appreciate better than inflation, if you ask me. So if you think inflation's high, you got to see how these things go. Yet, these things are still affordable. Now, remember, to grade a coin like this, and I guess there's a lot of variables to it. It depends on how many you grade at one time. But typically, you're into a $50 bill to grade something like this. I know. There are ways to grade them cheaper, but it's not like you're grading them for $10. There's no way that's going to happen. So most of the time, you're spending $40, $50 to grade a coin like this. And, you know, frankly, these coins, they don't sell for a whole lot more than that right now. But down the road, and it won't be very long, year after year after year, this becomes a family heirloom. So this is the end of World War II, 1945. We've already been through the Depression as a country, and now we're looking at the Mercury dime. So let's just say you go to the bank one day and you see this. Do you not say, what in the world is that? I mean, where did it even come from? Hello? I mean, did anybody in 1945 look like that? I don't know. What's it look like? It looks like a woman. It looks like something from outer space. And maybe something from heaven. Maybe like a combination of the three. But I guess when you looked at it, because in the history of U.S. coins, I don't know if there's ever been anything like it. I mean, there was the barber dime, which was, to me, just kind of like an ugly girl. It was weird. And as you go back, there was the seated dime. There were many dimes of the past, but nothing looked like this. I mean, this looks like, in 1945, this looks like something from maybe the Jetsons. You're like, okay, what could that be? But that's what makes this coin so different. There really wasn't anything before or after that looked so weird. That's the best way I can put it. It just looked weird. Now, some people will say the face of this person was maybe not the wife, but the girlfriend of the person that created it. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, there's so many crazy things with coins. I just did a video not very long ago about Victor D. Brennan, who created the 1909 VDB penny. And, you know, the poor guy just wanted to put his name on the coin, and America had a heart attack over it. Check out that video if you get time. Anyhow, he just put his initials on it, and of course the papers went crazy and shut it all down. But now here we go. This is a coin that didn't get as much reaction, but it looks like something from outer space, and the face may or may not be the girlfriend of the guy that designed it, not the wife of the guy that designed it. So, I don't know. Welcome to American coin history. Boy, there's a lot to look at. There's a lot to consider. However, at the end of the day, here's what we're talking about. This is NGC graded. Now, everybody has their opinion about who the best coin grader is. Right now, I like NGC. That could change tomorrow. But right now, it's my favorite coin grading company. There's also PCGS. Not a great big fan of theirs. They're a B company to me. But tomorrow, they could become an A company. You never know. However, it seems like NGC is more stringent than PCGS is to me. I know just by looking at this, because I examine coins daily, and I've had these under the microscope, these are probably actually a little bit undergraded. 66. There are a few in this pile that could hit at 67. And I hate to tell everybody this. I know you're going to get mad and write it in the comments. I think there's at least one that could be a 68 in this pile. Right in this pile right here. However, I don't know that I'm going to be the guy to bust it out and send it back in. But if you're looking for a coin, if you're looking for a collectible that could become worth some money, and I give no investment advice, I guarantee nothing. However, just go look at what this coin, the 45 Mercury dime that looks like something from outer space, look at what it was worth 3 years ago, look at what it was worth 5 years ago, and look at what it's worth now. And just watch this coin. This coin is in an upward graph. Well, first of all, this coin's like land. They're not making any more of it. They only made these for a short time, and they're gone now. There's enough controversy to this coin to make it collectible, and there's enough weirdness to the coin just with the whole setup here. I mean, where did it come from? That makes it very, very collectible. I think that as far as a collectible goes, as far as a coin goes, this is one that it's just not going to be forgotten. This is one that's going to continue to appreciate. The U.S. Mint has become increasingly sloppy and lazy. In 2022, they started buying from private companies and from foreign companies. Well, guess what they didn't have? They didn't have the rounds to be able to print on because the U.S. Mint decided they were going to outsource that. And that really worked out great for them because they were able to print like 4 months of coins. And that was about it. So if you look for the 2022 Eagle, oh yeah, there's a shortage. They can't be found. Well, guess why they can't be found? Because we were counting on people to produce things for us, and prices went up, and they did not produce. That's not the way I want to live my life. This is the 1945 Mercury dime in MS66. Ohio Trading Coin and Jewelry has at least 16 of these in stock. They're very affordable. We ship all over the USA. Man, you got to own one of these super soon because they're just going up in value. I'm Todd Bosley, Ohio Trading Coin and Jewelry. If you see this and you're interested in buying or selling, I'm doing both. My number is 330-323-9775. Hope you give me a call soon. Folks, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.